This is an update on the Pentium 4 3.4 gigahertz. As you can see, it looks a little different now. I ended up adding this little fan here. This is a 3D printed piece, 80mm to 2.5¼ bay adapter. I've screwed in this little fan grate thing onto it, and this was not originally black filament. This is actually automotive primer, so I could spray paint it, essentially spray paint it black. I realized I've never actually shown the inside of this computer before, so here it is. What's apparently very unusual about this computer is that all the capacitors in here are completely okay. They're all flat, they're all shiny, no leakage, no nothing. And apparently these computers' capacitors, at least this particular model of HP computer, they have kind of a high failure rate, so I got really lucky with these caps here. Of course, every once in a while I open the computer and double check to make sure everything's okay. And as of yet, knock on wood, it's still been alright. This video card here originally had a different cooler. This is a Dell OEM GeForce 6800. That cooler there came off of my BFG 7950 GT. That was the original tiny little cooler that went to that, I believe, 110 watt TDP graphics card, 105 watt. I can't remember. It was just an extremely tiny cooler for such a hot running card, and that card was hitting 9 DC, so I ended up getting it one of those aftermarket coolers. And what better card to put this on than the one that had a crappy, even crappier pre-installed cooler where the fan was starting to make noise. So I threw this in here, and it's been doing really good since then. Down there you can see the Firewire card. It has an internal port header there. I'm not exactly sure what the use of that is, but this has, I believe, what is it? 2 external ports. So I only really use just the one for the camera. Over here you can see the massive amount of storage I have to have for the video editing. There is a 250 gigabyte Seagate drive, that's the C drive, and then this one back here is a Western Digital 500 gigabyte, and that is the D drive, and that's where all the all my video files and things go while I'm working on stuff. You can kind of see in here the fan. Just bump the camera with my flashlight there. And you can see it's just one of those little Molex. Just plugs right into the thing there. It's not real fancy, but I decided to add it because, as you can see, this cooler is still the default cooler for this computer. And this was not originally a 3.4 gigahertz. This was actually a 3.2 gigahertz Prescott 2 megabyte with the level 2 cache, and I switched that out for this 1 megabyte Prescott. Apparently it's supposed to be better because the increased level 2 cache doesn't really do anything for it, and it just increases latency, which Pentium 4s already struggle with in the first place. And then over here is the LightScribe DVD writer drive. And here you can see yet another intake fan. These Pentium 4s, they're not that easy to cool, especially not one running at 3.4 gigahertz. The TDP of it is 115 watts, so it's quite extreme for a CPU. I almost forgot to mention this OCZ overclocking RAM, which I'm not using it to overclock, but the SPD settings with this RAM are actually fairly fast for the timings, so it still works out to be faster than regular DDR2 anyways. This is 667 megahertz DDR2, which is, I believe, the fastest that this motherboard can take.